Hey guys, welcome back. I'm just doing a little bit more on the skid. These are the Bogie wheels, and just putting new bearings in here. And I ended up cleaning up all these rings here, and just hit them with a little bit of soda blast and bicarbonate of soda. Clean those up, and then I had these cleaned up already. And now I'm just putting these clips in here. I already got all the brand new bearings in here. This was a set of 10, and I ended up getting, that's just to push fully seat the ring here. So I ended up getting a different set of front Bogie wheels that are orange, but they're off of, I believe they're off of a Firecat instead of a ZR, and they had different bearings in them. So I already put those in there, and these are the last of the rest of the Bogie wheels. So you can see that there's a groove just above the bearing there, and that's where this goes in. So it's pretty easy to pop them in, especially when they're cleaned up. Some of them have a little bit of a tweak to them. You just pinch them, slip them in. It's pretty easy stuff. You want to be careful that you don't mess up that seal in there. It's a metal seal coated in rubber, and then it's got rubber seals on the side, on the inside and outside of the race. So that is that. We're going to finish these up here. Alright, I like to take the edge, these two right here, and use that to push on them, because it doesn't let me go down, but it also, you get the corner of the ring just like that, and that allows you to push on it while not slipping off it. So all right, that looks pretty good. A couple more. And then once I get all these, I have only a couple things left, and I am going to be ready to put the skid together, which has kind of been holding things up a little bit. I mean, the engine, I'm still waiting on the bearings. That's the last thing I'm waiting on, is the outer crank bearings for the engine. And then I can go ahead and, I can powder coat the stuff while I wait for that too. I'm going to powder coat the case and the cylinders. Is that not pushed down all the way? So I'm waiting on, almost looks like there's stuff in there. Waiting on the outer bearings, and then what will happen is, meantime, I am going to get the skid back together, and then I can put the track and the drive axle on, and then put the skid in there. So it's slightly time consuming, but it's all worth it because it's turning out very nice. And you get it into the new condition, like a new condition, and maintain it from there. Keep it all nice and purty. Here we go. All nice and locked in. So that's it. Just wanted to show you guys the process of that. The way that you put the bearings in. Alright guys, just got this in the mail, in the middle of doing my Bogie wheels here. These are the bearings for the 800. Brand spanking new, baby. From Northern Crankshaft. Northern Crankshaft, baby. One set of outside main bearings, 800, 900 twin Arctic Cat. Alright, so I'm putting this thing together, making some progress, ran into some hurdles. I didn't realize that I wasn't supposed to use these for this front shock on the bottom. I ended up making new sleeves for this portion of the lower front arm shock support. So what I ended up doing is making a bushing, because the hole was the old bushing was bad, and so the lower portion of the shock there was like pounded out on the top. So I ended up getting a half-inch rubber coupler for plumbing and just cut the ends of it off, and then this will sit in there nice and tight. And I believe the old one was like some sort of like nylon maybe, but I figured this would be better and easily replaceable. So I just figured I'd show you guys a little bit of putting it together. Yeah, I got it all assembled last night, and I was like, oh man, I'm missing one of these. Because I had 5. Pop this off and push it a little bit more one way. That way when it slides it down, when I put it on, it'll be even. grease on this guy. Kind of a mess because I got it all put together and then I had to take it apart. And these bushings actually did really good in there. So yeah, if you guys are looking for any type of replacement, that really would be the way to go. Yeah, but everything else is, by the way, these are full washers instead of just something that's, you know, only covers a little bit of the end of that. These are, I got these from Menards. They're 10 millimeter inner by 30 millimeter outer. So if you guys wanted to get those and step up your assembly game. Alright, that one on. I was looking at the parts diagram last night. I'm actually missing. Well, it's funny because it shows this is where they had this brace right here. And that does seem pretty normal, but I was looking at the parts diagram and it looks like there's another brace that goes here, but I mean, I guess if there's two, there's two. So we'll see how that goes as well. Okay, this, that. All right. So 3/8. Get these out of the way. Those are bushings that I thought I needed. I still like to use the blue thread locker, even with lock washers. Take this off. But I got everything greased up and ready to go. Oh. work on here. Make sure they're nice and snug. Yeah, that'll work just fine. I have to keep an eye on that one. I believe that these are all tightened. We'll check them again. Oh well. There goes that. Jeez. Won't be able to get those arms out of there. These. Yeah, I might have to pop this stuff all the way off. There we go. All right, that's what I needed. Excuse me. Make sure everything's lining up. All right, let's do this again. That's what I forgot. Son of a gun. Forgot to get the washers. Well, I'm going to have to go ahead and grab those. So I'll tighten these up, grab those. Seems like it's on there less than it was before. Oh, that's why. Might have to get one of these thin lock washers on there. Because those bigger ones that I put on both sides, yeah, we'll see. Alright, that. Okay. The heck? Oh, wow. They just fall right in there. Well, I did all that for nothing. I think those are on the bottom. Run out of grease here. I grease every bushing as it goes in. Skimping on threads here. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull this apart. Trim this up. Right back. Alright, let's see. I also have another bolt in here somewhere. Same way. The other spacer go? There it is. well pinched part of it closed too. Let me grab my narrow shell well. Okay, let's see. I figure, you know what, may as well put a coat of grease on these bushings. I don't think you even have to, but what's it gonna hurt? Nothing. Not that I know of. You know, get the bolts ready. I think because things are changing, I have some different bolts going on here. Okay. Definitely gonna go with this one. Grab me a couple more washers. And a nylock nut. These do have a protective zinc coating on them, but you know what? A little extra grease, not gonna hurt anything.
Oh, I missed it. Son of a gun. I didn't have to get this center shock rebuilt. This right here, it's got the clicker. It was in really good condition. I got this front one rebuilt along with its reservoir and the remote adjuster. It's getting there. One. Might have to grab a screwdriver. It's gonna melt if she gets on the camera. Okay, let's see. Probably should have grabbed some. Zip ties. Zip ties and clips. You know what? This way I won't have any problems getting it off if I ever need to. So I left that metal bare right there. So. God for them bumpers. I knew I had it somewhere. Alright, I was like, what did they do with that? Okay. Sunday night, folks. It's raining out. If it was cold, we'd have a lot of snow right now. It's the 29th. But it is what it is. Snow will come. I was looking at pictures the other day, and we took a picture of my 2000 ZR700 in the carport outside, and it was January 16th. Not a flake on the ground. You could still see grass. And then the 26th, that was the 19th. And then the 26th of January, we were up in Grayling sledding. Let's see here. Oh, whoa, it's sliding. I like to use washers everywhere I can because it protects the finish. And the way they stamp the
the washers, there's a sharp ridge on one side, and that's the side, the opposite side that gets stamped, so you get that sharp edge. So I put the smooth edge on the inside. Can't believe I was hitting that stinking spring. But thank God for that coating. The powder coating is awesome. So glad I started doing that. So I'll just touch it up with a little tiny bit of paint. Be right back. Specialty tool, ratchet and closed end. So next coming week is going to be motor week. Looks like a skid. Alright, let's see here. I'll put these on for now. I may actually end up shaving the back of those down a little bit. Let's see. Oh, okay, but it's long, it's shorter, so. I am just about finished for the night. I'm gonna put that other. Let's see. Oh yeah. It's gonna ride good, folks. I'm getting excited. Don't know about you. I'm excited for winter, or for snow. We're already in winter, supposedly. Yeah, these bolts were actually still in pretty good condition. Seven sixteenths. I think I took that in already. Got those. Yeah, it's definitely a good idea to go to, if you're in the area, go to Tradesman's Fasteners. They are on 5 Mile and Greenfield Street. Just east of Beach Daily Road in Inkster there. Excellent guys. I get all my nuts and bolts and hardware from there. And the more I go there, the more I'm finding out, the more they have. So I keep asking for stuff and they're like, yeah, I think we have something like that. So definitely gonna keep asking. Great guys up there. So go there. I would call them, see if they ship. I keep forgetting to ask, but let me go up there and see if they, one of these days I'll ask them if they ship. So if that's the case, then you guys could just order right from them. They'll hook you guys up. Some nice guys there. Okay, get one more of these. And I believe this is all hooked up, right? Off camera. Well, I'll show you guys in a minute. They really made it a tight fit with this reservoir here. One of my buddies, he's from Kentucky. He said if something's not going in right, it's because you're not holding your jaw right. I thought that was pretty funny. One of those old country boys. His name was Jesse. I haven't talked to him forever. He kind of stabbed me in the back, so the whole girl situation. We won't go there. All right, let's button up these right here, tighten these up. And then I have different mounting brackets for the front bogie wheels, so I'm not going to be putting those on now. I got those front brackets right here for the front bogie wheels. Those are coming from West Michigan Snowmobile. My boys Keith and Eric Loudermilk hooking me up again. That's where I get most of my parts from. I would say 98% of my parts come from them. And if I don't get them from them, it's because they ran out, because they got so much business. But I always check with them first. Most of the time they have it. So those are the two biggest, not official sponsors, but they Tradesman's Fasteners and West Michigan Snowmobile Parts. I don't know if this should be facing down, maybe. Let's undo this a little. Let's see if we can. I don't know if any of you guys know if it would be better if this. It's not a valve. It's a just a connection. It should be facing more down. Almost seems like it. Oh. Be careful, I won't bust it or anything. It's hard to tell. Seems like up is a little better because it'll clear bolts. And if this bottoms out, I'm only 200 pounds, so I'm not worried about nothing bottoming out. Zip tie these in real quick. Flip it around. One there. Make sure I'm clearing on both of these. I don't get any rub.
We'll try it here. Where's my nippers? Gotta nip it on the flat side. Oh, that's what I should have done. Son of a... Jeez. Jeez Louise. No, it's on the top. Yeah, let's see how it works. Let's try to feed this to the bottom. That. You know, I might just leave that right there. And then just zip tie it over there. Let's try that. Because this has to reach up. Yeah, that should work. So I think it's got to reach up through the tunnel. So I can connect to the remote adjuster. Zip tie this to the other tube itself. I don't know about you guys, but I'm the type of person where I gotta have all the zip ties facing the same way. Like the heads, if I put the head on top and then stick it through, all the heads have to be on top. It's just how I do it. It's looking pretty. Okay, so those, like I said, these will be coming off. So I do have a couple extra parts, which is washers. All right, let's make sure I get everything in here. Other than the other thingamajagger. That up like that. There goes the other one. I'm just gonna end up zip tying those on actually. That'll keep them on. That we don't have to mess up the finish. I don't know if that's gonna work right though. Yeah, I think those are gonna get in the way. Oh well, let's keep that off. That's the way as you come off, like that, just pop right off. Grease it up. with some powder coat there, but I didn't want it to stick. Be too tight. They say like a glove. That was my goal. Let's tap this one on a little more. Perfect. Half-inch. There. That'll be the last step there. Let's give it a close-up look here. I meant to show you guys these bushings I ended up getting from bearing service. They were too long and a little too much diameter, a little bit too big on the diameter of them. So I got them for $1.14 a piece instead of what, $8 a piece or something from Country Cat. And all I did is just cut them to the right. I scored them using the other ones. I put them next to the other ones sitting like this. And then I put the new ones next to the old ones that had a straight razor sitting on top, and then I just twisted it, and that scored it all the way around, and I ended up sawing it, all four of them, and then sanded the outside of them with the drill. I just put my drill in the vise, put a zip tie on it, set it to the right speed, and had at it. So I spent $4.60 on all four of them. Brand spanking new brass bushings. A little bit of work, no big deal. And these, I didn't put that in video either, but these limiter strap adjusters, one of the bolts snapped, so I just cut them both right there and got new zinc coated 5/16 bolts or threaded rod, and then just cut the 2 inches of end off of each side of it, so it was already I don't even know what you call it, pre-tapped on the end, so it was smooth going on. And then I powder coated them after I sandblasted them. Turned out pretty good. That'd be a nice coating on them.
that's it. So I got a bolt here to put in. All this came from Tradesman's Fasteners. They had these. They're a little longer than the old ones, maybe like an inch, but not a big deal. They got these chrome spacers. Those are just killer. These were in pretty good condition for the coupling blocks, so I figured I'd just keep them on there. No big deal. All the bolts, everything. So that's it, guys. That is the skid, and it's just about ready to go in. So I'm going to leave the springs like this so I can collapse it, put it in, and I don't know if it'll, yeah, it'll collapse nice and easy. Oh yeah, that's real easy. So I'll collapse it, install it, and then I'll put the springs on right into the slides. So that's it, guys. Thanks for letting me share. It's going to be, like I said, this next week is going to be motor week. Once I get my replacement front bogie wheel brackets, because these are a different size bearing. So I didn't have the aluminum spacers that went in there that are like that. They won't fit on the inside of this bearing because the bearing's a smaller inner diameter. So these are off of a Firecat. Keith at West Michigan Snowmobile is sending me a set of these that have a post spacer on the end. And so once I get those, I'll be putting these guys on there. They're a little different in color, you can see, than the back. The back's a little bit more intense, but I'm not worried about it. It'll look perfectly fine. Alright, so that's it. Hope it wasn't too boring for you guys. I know it's been a long video, so. Alright, you guys take care. We'll see you in the next video. Like, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, share the video with family and friends. Make sure you hit the alert button for up-and-coming videos on this 2002 Arctic Cat ZR 800 Cross Country Edition Rebuild. Take care.